Portugal is an increasingly popular tourist destination. Its stunning beauty, warm climate, and unique culture attract all types of tourists, so there's something to please everyone. Portugal's world-class Old World architecture is juxtaposed against miles and miles of rugged coastal and inland landscapes. The vibrant music scene, delicious local cuisine, and hospitable people are just some of the things visitors love about Portugal. Check out our roundup of the top 14 places to add to your Portugal itinerary. Let's get started. Number 14. Monasteries. The monasteries of Portugal are an integral part of Portuguese culture and history. Among the most important monasteries in this beautiful country are Batalha, Jerónimos, the final resting place of Vasco da Gama, Alcobaça Monastery near Fatima, Palacio Nacional de Mafra, and the Convent of Christ. Each monastery has its own unique story and history. With architecture reaching as far back as the 13th century, the monasteries feature royal tombs, intricately decorated cloisters, and treasuries that offer an insight into Portuguese history and heritage. Be sure to dress appropriately for visiting a place of worship so you are allowed access to properly admire these iconic locations. Number 13. Coimbra University. Founded in 1290, Coimbra University is one of the oldest universities in Europe. Its rich history and stunning architecture make it a must-visit destination. Tourists can explore the surrounding garden, ancient catacombs, and the Joanina Library, one of Portugal's most treasured libraries, with more than 200,000 books filling the stacks. Even the university's chapel has a long memory. Built in the early 1500s, it features neoclassical elements and a working Baroque organ that was first played in 1733. Number 12. Rota Vicentina. The landscape alone is reason enough to make the trip, surrounded by towering mountains, deep blue lakes, and forests stretching out for miles. Enjoy the fresh air as you explore secret waterfalls or go fishing in one of the many picturesque rivers. The network of hiking trails in this southern region of Portugal includes two long-distance routes, the Historical Way and the Fisherman's Trail, in addition to several day hikes and short-distance options. Taking the longer multi-day routes allows you to explore towns, villages, and ruins with centuries of history. You can explore on foot or pedal power, and there are endless ways to customize your experience of Rota Vicentina. Number 11. Maraval Castle. Located in the Alentejo district of Portugal, Maraval Castle is a remarkable destination. Dating back to the 10th century, visitors will be met with a stunning landscape and breathtaking views from atop the castle walls that make for an unforgettable experience in an ancient relic. The architecture choices were based on Roman fortifications, making it one of the oldest surviving elements of the Roman Empire in Portugal. A tour of the castle includes interior dungeons, secret passageways, tunnels, and squares where locals congregate to play music, sell goods, and break bread together. Number 10. Benagio Cave. Many consider Benagio Cave to be the 8th wonder of the world. This outstanding example of Portugal's stunning coastline is one of a kind. With golden limestone walls and natural ceiling light, the water lapping gently at the hidden beach tucked into the cave is truly a bucket list experience. You can kayak around its edges, stand-up paddleboard through the narrower of the entrances, or simply lounge on the sandy beach for some R&R. Be sure to pay attention to sea conditions and local tides so you can maximize your time at this epic location. Number 9. Rio Douro Valley. This stunning region is dotted with beautiful villages and breathtaking vistas and is one of the most unique locales in Europe. On the same day, you can visit the 12th century architecture of Braga and explore the vineyards and wineries around the valley, offering plenty of opportunity for exploration. Tasting tours take patrons to multiple wineries, serving up the chance to sample wine from some of the world's oldest demarcated and regulated wine regions. Number 8. Ponte de Piedade. Rocky outcroppings and formations made of bright limestone emerge from pristine green-blue waters at Ponte de Piedade. These Instagram-worthy geologic features have been eroding for more than 300 million years. Kayak your way through the formations or snorkel to get a look at the local wildlife. Explore the human history of the area at the Farol de Ponte de Piedade lighthouse and a few local chapters. Bring your sturdy shoes to prevent slips on knife edges and slippery rocks, and make sure to bring your camera so you can leave with lasting memories. Number 7. Óbidos. This medieval walled town with cobblestone streets stands in contrast to the comparatively new whitewashed buildings with terracotta rooftops that make up the interior of Óbidos. It's the ideal location if you're looking to immerse yourself in Portuguese culture. Picture-perfect buildings with brightly colored flowers spilling out of window boxes. Everything from small shops to traditional cafes lines its streets. Rent a kayak to explore the tidal estuary, or head to the Church of Santa Maria for a picturesque evening stroll. For an even more immersive experience, there are lots of festas, winter solstice celebrations, and local festivals, allowing visitors to participate in truly unique customs. Number 6. Pineda, Jerez. Pineda, Jerez has long been a place of pilgrimage, with local communities and cultures thriving there for centuries. Available activities include more than 700 trails, lakes, and rivers beckoning visitors to take a dip, canyoning, and rock climbing. It's perfect for the adrenaline junkie. For those more interested in history, the various archaeological sites like Castro Laborero or Forno Piedade are yet another remarkable facet of Pineda, Jerez. Number 5. Ribeira district in Porto. This lovely district sits next to the Douro River and is home to centuries-old cathedrals nestled among charming, brightly colored buildings. Take your time walking around Rua da Ovelha Negra, passing by all the quaint shops and cafes. For a step further into Portuguese culture and history, take some time to check out Basílica da Nossa Senhora do Carmo. This isn't a sleepy district. With lively jazz clubs and plenty of late-night dining, you can start your day at sunset if you'd like. Ribeira has been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1996. With impressive displays like those at the São Bento train station or the Palácio da Bolsa, it's easy to see why. Number 4. Azores Islands. This group of islands sports an idyllic backdrop for any vacation. Breathtaking scenery in every direction, impressive mountain ranges blanketed in green, lush valleys, and small towns with cobblestone streets offer a wealth of activity for visitors. Trails wind their way through the dense greenery, and the islands offer delicious Portuguese cuisine. History buffs will take pride knowing they're walking through one of the oldest inhabited archipelagos in the world. Number 3. Bellum Tower. Towering above the Tagus estuary, Bellum Tower watches over the surrounding waterway and reminds visitors of a time when Portuguese exploration of the world was just beginning. It's made of 2 primary locations, Hieronymus Monastery and Bellum Tower. The monastery served as the last opportunity for sailors to pray for protection before embarking on their harsh voyages. Famous explorer Vasco da Gama prayed in the monastery before setting out in the late 1400s. Number 2. Banco Palace. Perched atop a hill in Sintra, this stunning castle features a dazzling explosion of 19th century romanticism and is best known for its iconic yellow and pink towers. It's a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site and gives serious fairy tale vibes as you wander the grounds. The castle draws enough tourism that Sintra is one of the most prosperous towns in Portugal. The best way to secure your desired time slot for a guided tour is by purchasing a timed entry ticket in advance. Number 1. Arfaama. This traditional Moorish neighborhood located in Lisbon features winding cobbled streets and picture-perfect panoramic views of the Tagus River and the castle atop São Jorge Hill. It's brimming with Portuguese culture and history. Initially inhabited by Romans and later by the Visigoths, it was eventually taken over by fishermen and the financially destitute. Nearly all the buildings sport classic red roofs, and there are several ancient cathedrals worth checking out. pick your favorite vista from which to enjoy an epic sunset. That's a wrap on Portugal. Which location tops your priority list when you visit this beautiful country? Did we miss an exceptional location? Sound off in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to tap that like button before you click off. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to be the first to check out a new location, ring the bell to enable notifications. Until next time, happy travels!